Talking point, I think, is the 4-stone weight gap. Usyk just over 16 stone like he usually is, so he's at optimum weight. He's not coming. I think he was 3 or 4 pound heavier than when they first fought.
Point I think is the 4-stone weight gap. Usyk just over 16 stone like he usually is, so he's at optimum weight. He's not coming. I think it was 3 or 4 pound heavy than when they first fought. But Tyson Carl Fr's reaction to Alexander Usyk's dominant victory over Tyson Fury in their rematch was as fiery and insightful as fans have come to expect. It fair for you guys when you're in the sport. The reason when the position where we're in now with Tyson Fury and his dad. And people getting upset, Anthony Joshua with people comments because the times have changed, so somebody watching Usyk retain his belts with a smart unanimous decision win. Fr couldn't help but point out how his earlier predictions came to life. Speaking with the authority of a seasoned champion, Fr broke down the fight in simple yet strikingly accurate terms. Pull it tight, pull it tight, pull it tight, music. This was exactly what I've been saying all along. Fr began. Tyson Fury came in heavy, 281 lbs fully clothed, but still that's massive. He thought that size would be his ultimate weapon against a machine like Usyk, but it backfired. The judges scored the contest 116-112 in favor of Usyk, and Fudd made no attempt to hide his admiration for the Ukrainian's incredible performance. Look at what Usyk did. He's only about 16 stone, just slightly heavier than their first fight. He's optimized like a fine-tuned sports car. Fury, on the other hand, was more like a tank trying to bulldoze his way to victory. But tanks aren't built for speed or precision, and that's exactly what cost him the fight. The fight was easy, not easy, but not easy. Easier than the first one. Yeah, thank you very much, and congrat. Froch was quick to dissect Fury's game plan, a strategy rooted in aggression and weight advantage. Fury came out strong in the early rounds, which was no surprise. He used that bulk to push Usyk around and win a few rounds in the beginning. But Usyk is a fighter who thrives on endurance and adaptability. As the fight wore on, Fury's size became a burden. He started to fade and Usyk punished him for it. That's what makes Usyk so brilliant. He waits for the perfect moment to turn up the pressure, and when he does, it's game over. Be review of that absolutely. There one, all the computers keep the humans going. More jobs for humans, less jobs for computers. Electric cars too. While we're the turning point in the fight, according to Froch, was when Fury's stamina gave way under the relentless precision of Usyk's punches. You could see it in Fury's body language. Around the 8th or 9th round he started to slow down, and that's when Usyk pounced. His footwork, his angles, his combinations, it was all textbook stuff. Fury had no answers. By the time the final bell rang, it was clear Usyk had done more than enough to seal the victory. Frch also touched on Fury's dramatic exit from the ring after the fight, refusing to speak to the media. That's not what you want to see from a champion. Fr said, look, Fury's a proud man, and losing in such a decisive manner must sting, but walking away like that, it's not a good look. Compare that to Usyk, who's always composed, always professional. That's why he's one of the greatest heavyweight champions of our era. Do you believe that you can stop Tyson Fury this time around? I believe, yes, I believe. One of the more surprising moments of the night came when Daniel Duys entered the ring to challenge Usyk for a rematch. Froch didn't hold back his skepticism. I get it, Dubois wants another shot at us, but let's be real here, he's got Joseph Parker to deal with first, and that's no easy task. It felt a bit premature, like he's putting the cart before the horse, but hey, credit to him for showing guts. Let's see how he handles Parker. Before we start talking about rematches, I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to give Turkey what I promised him in May, a cocked rabbit in his kitchen. Froch revisited his pre-fight prediction, one that had faced its fair share of skepticism. He had confidently asserted that Usyk was destined to win. The weight difference, often touted as Fury's ultimate advantage, was not the trump card many believed it to be. While Fury's size was undeniable, Frch emphasized that physicality alone cannot triumph without the stamina to sustain it. Usyk's game plan was nothing short of impeccable. His ability to adapt and outmaneuver his opponent showcased his mastery as a tactician. Fury's strategy to overpower and overwhelm Usyk ended up becoming a liability expertly exploited by the Ukrainian fighter. It's only talk. We'll see. It's God's will. It will be great fight. I feel good. What I feel I win. Fr's admiration for Usyk extended beyond his skills inside the ring. He highlighted Usyk's unparalleled mental strength and discipline. According to Froch, Usyk's composure and focus are traits that elevate him from being merely a good fighter to being a truly great one no matter the circumstances. Usyk's demeanor remains steady, a quality that sets him apart in the competitive world of heavyweight boxing. Fr left no doubt about Usyk's status as one of the sport's all-time greats. When discussing Tyson Fury's future, Froch was measured in his response. He acknowledged Fury's standing as one of the best heavyweights in the world, but pointed out that back-to-back losses to Usyk, particularly in such decisive fashion, could have a lasting impact. You stop talk. I come here to pick a fight. I didn't come here to play games. I didn't get all dressed up for nothing. I come here. Froch speculated that Fury might need time to reassess and potentially reimagine his approach if he plans to return to the ring, whether it's taking a break or coming back with a renewed strategy. Fury's path forward is uncertain and likely involves significant reflection. The drama surrounding Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk's rematch took an unexpected twist as Beardgate became the center of attention in the lead-up to their heavyweight showdown. What was initially a highly anticipated battle for supremacy in the ring turned into a whirlwind of controversies over rules, traditions, and even facial hair. The focus shifted from the fighter skills to their beards, crucifixes, and career-defining stakes, adding an unusual layer of tension and intrigue. Music. Tyson Fury's refusal to shave for 12 weeks became a hot-button issue, sparking outrage from Usyk's camp. Fury, known for his eccentricities in mind games, sported a thick, bushy beard at the weigh-in, which Usyk's promoter Alex Kook was quick to criticize. According to Kruk, the beard violated WBC rules that require facial hair to be trimmed and not thick enough to cushion punches or cause abrasions. The argument wasn't just about aesthetics, it was about fairness and adherence to the rulebook. Kook wasn't holding back, insisting that Fury trim his beard before stepping into the ring. Frank Warren, Fury's promoter, immediately fired back. He dismissed the complaints as irrelevant and pointed out that many fighters have competed with beards throughout boxing history. Music. In his view, Usyk camp was nitpicking to gain an advantage or distract Fury. The back and forth created a spectacle in itself, with fans and pundits weighing in on whether Beardgate was a legitimate concern or just pre-fight theatrics. Interestingly, Fury wasn't always bearded. In his clashes with Usyk in their first encounter, he was clean-shaven, a fact that lent some weight to Usyk's argument. The British Boxing Board of Control acknowledged that Fury's beard would need to comply with regulations if Usyk's team formally objected. During the rules meeting, however, WBC President Mauricio Suleiman downplayed the issue, stating that the decision ultimately rested with the local commission and that they didn't see Fury's beard providing any advantage. Despite the assurances, tensions were high as both camps prepared for battle, adding fuel to the fire. This wasn't the only pre-fight controversy. Usyk faced his own setback when he was prohibited from bringing his cherished crucifix into his corner. The cross had become a symbol of inspiration for Usyk, who kissed it during his split decision victory in their first fight. However, Fury's team successfully argued against its presence, citing strict regulations about what could be in a fighter's corner. Warren made it clear that anything other than water given to a fighter would be confiscated by the inspector. Usyk's team reluctantly accepted the ban, focusing instead on the beard dispute as their hill to fight. Music. On Hello, Music, Hello. The weigh-in added another layer of intrigue to the rematch. Fury tipped the scales at an eye-popping 20 SA 1 pound, making it the heaviest he has ever been in his career. In contrast, Usyk maintained his usual weight, coming in at 16 SA 2 pounds, only 3 pounds heavier than he was in their first fight. The massive weight disparity, a 4-stone difference, was expected to be a critical factor in Fury's strategy. However, Usyk's camp viewed it differently. They believed Fury's added bulk might compromise his stamina and agility, which were already tested in their first bout. Usyk's promoter called it a gamble that could backfire, as if the beard and crucifix weren't enough. The fighters' camps clashed over the judging panel. A late withdrawal by Miami-based judge Fernando Barbosa due to illness threw the process into disarray. The two camps couldn't agree on a replacement, with Fury's team favoring Panama's Ignacio Robles and Usyk's side leaning toward Steve Weisfeld from the United States. The disagreement escalated, leading Warren to suggest a coin toss to settle the matter. It was a chaotic prelude to what both sides promised would be a war in the ring. Froch, the ever-vocal former world champion turned commentator, chimed in with his assessment of the stakes. In his view, Fury's career was on the line in this fight. Knock a mother out, that's it. That's what me and Sugar's planning on getting him out of there. I did everything great last time. Didn't get it.